What if the person you were meant to love forever didn't come dressed in wealth, power, or status but in simplicity, humility, and hard work? What if the man society judged as just a janitor turned out to be the one person who could heal a broken heart and love a child like his own? Tonight's story will challenge how we see people, how we define love, and how sometimes life's greatest surprises arrive when we least expect them. Stay with me until the end, because this story isn't just about romance, it's about finding true worth in the most unexpected places. Sophia Carter was the kind of woman who turned heads the moment she walked into a room. At just 32, she was already one of the youngest millionaire CEOs in the city. Her clothing line had exploded in popularity, her face appeared in business magazines, and yet her personal life was the exact opposite of her professional success. A single mom to her 5-year-old daughter, Lily, Sophia had long given up on love. Her divorce had left scars. Her ex-husband had abandoned her when she needed him the most, leaving her to raise Lily alone while building her empire. Since then, love felt like a dangerous luxury she couldn't afford. One evening, her best friend arranged a blind date for her. "Sophia, you've worked enough. Just try. He's not your type, but maybe that's the point." Reluctantly, Sophia agreed. When she arrived at the small, cozy cafe, she expected someone polished, wealthy, maybe another entrepreneur. Instead, sitting at the table, nervously adjusting his worn jacket, was Daniel Reyes, a janitor at a nearby university. His hands were calloused, his shirt clean but faded, and his eyes, though tired, were kind. Sophia froze. This had to be a mistake. A janitor, this couldn't be her date. But Daniel stood up politely, smiled shyly, and said, "You must be Sophia. It's really nice to meet you." Her instinct was to leave, but something about his honesty stopped her. They sat down. The first few minutes were awkward. Sophia tried not to show her disappointment. But then, something surprising happened. Daniel began to talk about his life. How he worked 2 jobs to put his younger sister through nursing school. How he took care of his late mother when cancer drained their savings. How he dreamed of one day owning a small repair shop, because fixing broken things gave him peace. Sophia found herself leaning in, listening closely. This wasn't the conversation of a man trying to impress her with money or power. This was real. Humble. Honest. Then Lily, sitting beside her, tugged on Daniel's sleeve and asked him to help her draw a picture. Instead of brushing her off, Daniel pulled out a pen and sketched a silly little cartoon that made Lily laugh so hard she spilled her juice. Sophia stared in disbelief. Lily never warmed up to strangers so quickly. For the first time in years, Sophia felt safe. Not judged. Not admired for her wealth, but simply seen. By the end of the evening, she caught herself smiling in a way she hadn't since her divorce. And when Daniel stood to leave, he simply said, "Thank you for giving me your time. I know I'm not the kind of man you expected, but I promise you everything I have, I've worked for with honest hands." Over the next few weeks, Sophia and Daniel began meeting more often. Simple things at first: coffee breaks, walks in the park with Lily, quiet dinners after long work days. Daniel never pretended to be someone he wasn't. He didn't buy her flowers with money he didn't have. Instead, he fixed her broken kitchen faucet, repaired Lily's dollhouse, and once, when Sophia came home exhausted, he cooked a simple meal and washed the dishes before leaving without expecting anything. Slowly, Sophia realized Daniel gave her what money never could: peace, loyalty, and genuine care. But not everyone saw it that way. When Sophia's colleagues discovered she was seeing a janitor, the whispers started. At a board meeting, one investor even sneered, "Sophia, with all due respect, your personal life reflects on your brand. Dating a janitor, people will talk." Her pride wavered. Doubt crept in. Could she really risk everything she had built for someone society would never approve of? That night, she told Daniel maybe they should stop seeing each other. His face fell, but he nodded quietly. "I understand. You deserve someone who matches your world. I just hoped you'd see that love isn't about titles or wealth, it's about showing up, every single day." He walked away without anger, but with a dignity that broke her heart even more. Days passed. Sophia tried to bury herself in work, but Lily wouldn't stop asking, "Where's Daniel? When is he coming back?" Her daughter's innocent longing made Sophia question everything. Then one evening, Sophia faced her moment of truth. She attended a charity gala where wealthy men surrounded her, each trying to impress her with connections and gifts. But all she felt was emptiness. None of them looked at her the way Daniel did, not at her company, her success, or her beauty, but at her heart. She left the gala early, racing through the city streets until she found herself outside Daniel's small apartment. She knocked, trembling. When he opened the door, she saw shock in his eyes. Tears filled hers as she said, "I don't care what people think. I don't care if you're a janitor, a mechanic, or anything else. Lily misses you. I miss you. And I finally realized the life I built means nothing if I can't share it with someone real." Daniel's eyes softened, and for the first time, he pulled her into his arms. Lily peeked from behind her mom, squealing with joy, hugging him tightly around the waist. From that night forward, Daniel became part of their family, not because he was wealthy or powerful, but because he was loyal, kind, and loved them with everything he had. Sophia's company continued to grow, but now she carried herself with a new kind of confidence, the kind that comes from being loved truly. And Daniel, he kept working hard, eventually saving enough to open his repair shop, with Sophia and Lily cheering him on every step of the way.